doing a review. I have service with T-Mobile, and I just went and picked up the Gear S3 Frontier, the Samsung Gear S3 Frontier. I had the Gear S2. And you're not gonna be able to see that or read it because it's in reverse, but I had the Gear S2 Frontier shortly after it came out. Not right after it came out. This just came out Friday, and I decided to get the Gear S3 Frontier because of the extended battery life and the um, the extra features it has with Spotify. I like Spotify a lot, and I use it a lot at the gym, and so I thought I would get get this. It was the best idea to upgrade. Plus, it's a larger face. I can change out the bands easier. The Gear S2 bands really kind of sucked because you couldn't change them out. You had to use these specific bands that were for the Gear S2 3G uh, phone uh, thing. Whereas the Classic, you could change out the bands on the Gear S2 Classic because it took a normal launch band, but the Gear S3 with the uh, phone call feature and the radio feature didn't had it was so thick it had their own specific bands, and so they were horrible. I think I did buy one off of Amazon for not much money. I can't remember how much it was, but it was um, I mean, it was just I changed it from black to red, which sucked. So now with the Gear S3 Frontier, it uses a 22 millimeter band, and I can change those out as needed. I've already pre-ordered some A band that I wanted, and then different clasp, and then a screen protector thing for like a actual glass screen protector on my Gear S2. I do recommend you get one of those screen protectors because on my Gear S2, I did end up nicking the screen. You're using it at the gym. You don't take it off. Um, you're gonna scratch it up. So I did decide to get the screen protector for it. But what I'm gonna do right now is open this box up. I'm doing this literally in my car because I just picked it up. Minutes ago. So I will record this, and I'm just gonna do. It's just an unboxing kind of video to see how it's packaged, and I'm sure there's tons of videos out there that'll show you the same thing. So, but this hopefully this video will be something that you can just look at to see what it is you get and how it's packaged when you get it. All right. So let me flip this camera around. So this is the Gear S3 Frontier. Comes in this nice cylindrical box. Um, so I'm going to open it up right now. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Not easy. It's easier the first time. To cut this plastic off. Alright. So that's what it looks like. I love the fact that it's got this grooved bezel, and it shows you can actually answer the call or reject the call from the grooved bezel by turning it. And then it's the power home button, and then the back button, which you can see right here. Those are more flush than the Gear S2, I think, and plus it has these nice little groove. Oh, excuse me. Bring it forward again. Oh gosh, this is not the ideal place to do it, but you get these grooved bezels on it, and then it's got the nice band, and you can see the band itself is actually a 22 millimeter band. That's the speaker right there, which I like too. The fact that the speaker is now on this side, the opposite side from before, whereas like this, I think the speaker was over here originally, and so when you bent your wrist while you were talking to somebody in a natural motion of moving it, it would cover up the speaker. And so I think that they moved the speaker to the back side of it for a person that wears their watch on the left hand, which is probably a more dominant style of wearing a watch. Most people wear it on their left hand. Not I think not many people wear it on the right. I think that'll serve better too for having that speaker where it won't get muffled out a lot of times while you're talking. But let's see what else is in the box. Okay. Charging cable, of course. This is the actual, what is this? I'm assuming this is the stand or, oh, no, this is the power brick that you get with that to plug into the wall. A nice little cloth case. And, of course, the owner's manual. Again, this is with T-Mobile. And then the actual stand, which is pretty much the same stand as it was for the Gear S2 if you had a Gear S2. So, and then there's a larger band for larger wrists. I'm assuming it says 22 millimeter on it. And you'll notice too that it has that quick release. See that silver piece there? That's a little quick release pin to where you don't have to get a special tool to edge in the side of there and possibly scratch the body trying to get the pins loose. So that is a handy little tool. But this is probably a larger or smaller, whichever one they have on there first. Which, if I can get it out, I can tell you. This is a small. Okay, so this is the small band actually comes in the box, and then the large band is already on the watch itself. And the piece that's in the box is the larger piece. This it's only one side of the band in the box. So it's this side with that you would actually put the holes into. The other side stays the same. So large is on the watch, small is in the box. All right, and that's really it that's in here. That's not much to the watch, but I'm excited to see how this watch fares. Like I said, it is a bigger face, and the way the watch looks, it's just a bigger watch in general. But I actually like that. So I might do another review of the features of the watch. Chances are good if you're getting one of these, you probably were a fan of the Gear S2 before you decided to get a Gear S3. So I would think that you pretty much know how they work, but it's very heavy too. It's heavier than the Gear S2 was, which I like too. So, but anyway, that's the watch. Like I said, I might do a review of the watch later, once I get to playing with it and see. I'm not going to do a video of how to set the watch up, because there'll probably be tons of videos that do that too, but the process is kind of tedious, and I find that to be a little bit boring. It's more useful to explore and set it up yourself. So hope this video helps you decide if you want to get one of these. I really love a smartwatch. I had the Moto 360 before I got the Gear S2. The Moto 360 was great, but I really wanted something that could take the calls. And the feature that I like about this the most is if I forget my phone at a location, say people do that sometimes, but if I left it at a restaurant or it fell out of my pocket in the car as I was getting out, which that happens to me a lot because I put it in my back pocket, and then if I'm wearing like gym shorts or something, I get out of the car and I'm walking into the gym, it actually reminds me or gives me a vibration saying that, okay, your calls are now being transferred to your phone and your messages are being transferred to your watch. So it lets me know immediately that I forgot something, and it gives you an icon at the top of the thing of the watch saying, hey, you're only on your watch, you're not tethered to your phone anymore. And then another bonus thing is when I can use that watch and receive my calls independently from the phone itself. So it's got its own phone number and it's got its own SIM card in the watch. But if I leave my phone at home, uh, as soon as I'm out of range, Bluetooth range from that phone, it's going to forward my calls and my text messages to my watch. And if I respond to them from my watch, it's it's seamless. It doesn't. The people on the other end don't know that I'm not responding from my phone. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Eh, some people, if you have a business, or if you use it for work, which most people do that. It's a nice feature to have, and it kind of keeps things in order. Plus, it helps me never leave my phone somewhere. Um, and the other thing it does, a smartwatch in general does, is it keeps me off my phone more often. I find that before I had a smartwatch, I was constantly checking my phone because I would hear it go off or something, and I didn't know if it was business or something nonsense via email that I didn't need to pay attention to, like spam or something like that. So this actually keeps me off my phone more, which prolongs the battery life on my phone. So that's a win-win for me. But um, let me know what you think of these. If you have a smartwatch yourself, let me know what you think. All right, thanks.